now we've sort of mapped out where we want our shading to be, it's a case of building it up very slowly. We don't want to go in too heavy because it's a delicate flower. We're going a bit heavier on the branch bits, but we want to keep our shading nice and light. So don't go too heavy too quickly. We can build it up. So if we look at where the darkest bit is first, we've got quite a nice little dark pocket there which stands out nicely between those two, in that first petal that we drew and these two petals behind it. So I'm going to start shading that in, and just very lightly, because we've got a textured paper, so we want to build it up gradually, because it really does just fade out to nothing as it comes up that petal. And we're really just catching the top of these textured paper, and we want to leave where it's really white. That'll be when we won't have any shading at all. You can use your rubber if you go a bit too heavy. Use your rubber. Don't think of it as correcting mistakes. It's there to use as a tool as well. Pressure when you want it really dark, and then just being able to control that pressure and ease it off. Really want it to be a bit lighter, and that gives us the impression that we've got something three-dimensional on a piece of paper. It won't be this quiet in future weeks, I tell you. There'll be a lot more chatting here. We were a bit reserved the first week, and then yes.
It's just intense concentration.
Keep looking at the picture. Don't get carried away with doing some shading or drawing and forget to look at what you're drawing. Your eyes should be flicking back and forth all the time between what you're drawing and your piece of paper. I've got some little, obviously darker colours onto the petals as well. Just suggest those. Anybody else go away for Christmas? No? Nobody.
I don't think Glasgow quite compares with Sri Lanka, Rose.
Well, I don't know.
Or Ireland. Yeah.
Bali, that's...
Yeah.
I already forgot.
Was Glasgow nice?
Oh yeah, I went to a nice restaurant. We're actually going to Glasgow actually for dinner and things, so yeah, I went to a nice restaurant and stuff. Yeah, it was nice, thanks. How about Sri Lanka? Bit ropey.
Was it what?
Bit ropey.
It was, yeah, it wasn't brilliant.
Oh, was it not?
Yeah, I went about 6 years ago. It was beautiful. I just thought it was beautiful, but they've had a lot of economic problems. And
Well, they haven't, yes, yeah.
a lot of problems. It's a really beautiful country, I feel.
Well, probably not so much up the north. Did you go up the north?
No.
Mm. That was our, I think that was our downfall, really.
Right.
Because we'd been 17 years ago, and we had a friend whose husband was working out there, so we decided to go back, but it was right up to the north, and it just took such a long time to get there. And they had the 30 years of war, civil unrest and war. So it was a little bit run down the north. It was a bit grimy, a bit
Oh, that's a shame.
and there was so many poor street dogs.
Oh, they're all over the place, aren't they?
Yeah, but there seem to be so many more up in the north.
That's so many when we were.
I mean, I think a lot of them are fairly well looked after. I think, they don't really belong to anybody, but they get fed by the restaurants. They all look the same.
They all look exactly the same, don't they? They all come from the same two parents.
So, yeah, I think perhaps not going back to somewhere you've been before. But it seemed like a good idea. So I think if anybody was going to go now, I'd just say don't bother with the north, because it takes too long to get to these. Unless you particularly want to go to this Hindu temple,